in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end. Line.
That's fine. Yeah. You got 4. You got 319.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Hey, easy. Jump out. No. 319. 319.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Crosby on now to kick it away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. They go play action here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
This is Breida. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
And a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive going to plan so far. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. On play action, it's Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and He's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And this is caught. It's Edelman. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, you know how we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan? That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
On first down, Garoppolo. And bringing it in, this is Selleck over the middle. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Garoppolo again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Goodwin. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. Garoppolo now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Breida. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, but they face a second and long to start things out. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. To throw is Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
The Niners on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on third down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out, it's not the case.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Don't let 89 go deep. 319.
Rodgers to throw again. And this is complete to Zach Miller. Quick move by Miller. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play that time for the Packers. And even 40 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Rodgers now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run with Breida, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Garoppolo now. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Garoppolo, 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. On play action, now Garoppolo. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Garoppolo to throw on second down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Shreds the tackle. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Clinton Dix there for the stop.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to have a third down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. .4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun. It's Garoppolo. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Gold is able to put it through. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
3rd and inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a 1st down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Like 20, like 80.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just 1 big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're 1 big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you 1st downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up 1st downs.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Over. You need 2.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Buying time. Now look out, Rodgers. Lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now it's Breida. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. That second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run with a fullback. Juszczyk. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We worked a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, But you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
We always talk about our admiration for quarterbacks who can extend the life of a play and create another play off of one that appears to have broken down. Should we come up with a different term for Aaron Rodgers? Because he's taken it to a new level.
He loves life outside of the pocket, doesn't he?
He certainly does. Very comfortable out there, and he usually results in good things for Green Bay.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rodgers trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's tough duty for a strong safety because truly he's a hybrid-type player. A pass defender, which makes him more of a defensive back, but really his tackling ability is like a linebacker. So they don't mind coming up and taking those guys on, but that's a tough task there, taking on the big fella.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And bringing it in, this is Selleck over the middle. Back now at Lambeau. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Well, fellas, here we go. Black 80! 180!
Here's Breida. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle to Garcon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That's good for a Niner first down. Garoppolo to Garcon.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Garoppolo. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Niners on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Garoppolo again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4th. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
And, boy, this is typically certainly one of the better kickers in the game. We're not used to seeing him miss 3 times from field goal range.
No, we certainly aren't. It is very out of character. He's probably had seasons where he's missed 3 field goals. Just goes to show you, no one's immune.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Eric Armstead in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, pull down. 319. Flex.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Garoppolo on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, Garoppolo. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Niners on third down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This will be 3rd and 5. Garoppolo now. Looking for Garcon. He's got him. Touchdown 49ers. Pierre Garcon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are back within a score. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Here's Rodgers. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Cassius Marsh able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Garoppolo now, first down throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure. And
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And this is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. And the 49ers going to take another timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
check 26.
Rodgers throwing here. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Crosby puts it through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And San Francisco gets set to go here. 1 possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mike Bennett in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. He's back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. One final try now for Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Green Bay, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.